My fiancé cried. It was just one night, one mistake. You can forgive one night, right? After I found out about her affair, I responded, just one night? Then I showed her the hotel receipts, texts, and photos spanning 8 months. When she realized I had been gathering evidence, I, 31 male, came home early from a work trip last week. Wasn't planning to. Finished up early and figured I'd surprise my fiancé. We're supposed to get married in like 2 months. Everything's booked, deposits paid, invitations already sent out. Found her phone on the kitchen counter. Screen was unlocked. She was in the shower and a text popped up from someone saved as Gym Buddy, and even the preview was enough to tell me this wasn't about workout tips. I opened it. Read backwards through months of messages. Hotels, complaints about me being boring, plans to be more careful. Pictures that made me want to throw the phone across the room. The contact name was fake, but they used his real name in the messages. Turns out he works at her office. The same office where she's been working late, constantly for the past few months. Sat on the couch just staring at her phone. Didn't move. Couldn't really process it. She came out of the bathroom in a towel, saw me sitting there with her phone, and her face just went completely white. You're home early. I didn't know you were. Who is he? She froze. What are you talking about? Held up her phone. Gym Buddy. Who is he really? She tried to grab the phone. I pulled it back. Let me explain. Pack a bag and leave. The waterworks started immediately. How it wasn't what I thought, how we could talk about this, how she still loved me, all of it. I just kept saying the same thing. Pack a bag, leave. Took her like an hour, but she finally did it. Grabbed some clothes, makeup, kept trying to get me to talk to her. And I didn't say anything else. She left around midnight, should have been crying or yelling or breaking stuff. But I just felt cold. Really cold. That's when I started going through everything. Screenshot every single message. Sent them all to my email. Then I remembered we have this shared cloud account we set up for wedding planning stuff. She'd been auto-backing up her photos there too, including ones I really wish I hadn't seen. Found hotel receipts in her email that she'd forwarded to herself. Business trip expenses that I now know were definitely not business. Checked the credit card I added her to. Found charges at hotels I'd never heard of. Nice restaurants, bars, all on nights she said she was working late or out with her girlfriends. By morning I had everything. 8 months of proof. Hotels, messages, photos, credit card statements. A complete timeline of her lying to my face every single day. She texted me the next day, "Can we please talk? I'm at my sister's. I love you so much, please." Didn't respond. Her sister called that afternoon. She messed up, okay, she knows that. But don't you think you're being a little harsh? It was one mistake. One night. People make mistakes. One night? Interesting. Are you really gonna throw away 4 years over one mistake? Tell her to check her email. Sent her everything, every screenshot, every receipt, every photo. The whole 8 months laid out in order. My phone exploded. She called over and over. Her sister called. Her mom called. Let them all go to voicemail. Finally got a text. Please let me explain. It's not what it looks like. I'm begging you, please. Responded. It looks like you've been sleeping with your coworker for 8 months while planning our wedding. What am I misunderstanding? Radio silence for hours. Then, can I come get my things tomorrow? Be quick. That's where I left it. Update 1? She showed up the next day with her sister and her mom in tow. I'd already packed most of her stuff, put it in boxes in the living room, wanted this over with fast. Her mom came in swinging. You know, marriage takes work. You can't just give up the second things get difficult. Things didn't get difficult. Your daughter had an affair for 8 months. It was a mistake. She's completely devastated. You should see her. I'm sure. Her sister jumped in. Look, nobody's saying she didn't mess up. But you have to understand the pressure she's been under with wedding planning and work stress and... So she dealt with stress by sleeping with her coworker for 8 months? That the logic we're going with? It wasn't 8 months. My ex finally spoke up. It wasn't that many times. I pulled out my phone, started reading off dates from the hotel receipts. March 15th, March 22nd, April 3rd, April 17th, May 1st, Stop. Okay, just stop. Want me to keep going? I've got through last month. Her mom put her arm around her. Sweetie, let's just get your things and go. But I don't want to go. This is my home. It's my apartment, I said. Your name was never on the lease. That seemed to hit her. Her whole face changed. What about the wedding? All the deposits we paid. What about them? We've paid for everything. The venue, the photographer, the caterer. I paid for everything. Every deposit came from my account. Her sister's eyes narrowed. So you're just keeping all that money? No, I'm getting refunds where I can. Some places have cancellation fees. That's how contracts work. That's our wedding. There is no wedding. Pack your stuff. My ex started the whole crying thing again. Please. I know I screwed up. I know. But people work through this stuff all the time. We can get through this. People work through one-time mistakes maybe. You planned this for months. You lied to me every single day. It didn't mean anything. I swear it meant nothing. Then why do it for 8 months? She didn't have an answer. Her mom tried again. What about forgiveness? What about trying to understand why this happened? Maybe there were issues in your relationship you weren't seeing. I almost laughed. Right, so it's my fault she cheated. That's not what I meant. That's exactly what you meant. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe I wasn't attentive enough. Maybe I worked too much. Maybe I wasn't romantic enough. But here's the thing. She could have talked to me. She could have broken up with me. Instead, she lied to my face every day for 8 months while planning a wedding. So no, I'm not interested in understanding why. Nobody said anything for a minute. My ex tried one more time. What if I quit my job? What if we do counseling? What if I cut all contact with him? I'll do anything. What if you have enough self-respect to stop begging someone who doesn't want you anymore? Her sister actually flinched at that one. They loaded up her boxes without talking much after that. Maybe 30 minutes, and they were done. At the door, my ex stopped. I really did love you. I still do. You loved what I provided. There's a difference. She started to say something, but her mom pulled her out, locked the door behind them. Then I sat down and opened my laptop because here's the thing she doesn't know yet. The guy she was sleeping with? He's married, has been for years, got 2 kids. Found his wife on social media that first night I was going through everything. She seemed nice, definitely had no clue what her husband was doing. I spent 2 days thinking about whether to tell her. Finally decided she deserved to know the same way I deserved to know. Sent her a message, explained who I was and what happened. Attached some of the evidence, text that used his name, some photos. She responded pretty quick. Thank you for telling me. I'm sorry you're going through this too. That was 2 days ago. Yesterday I got a voicemail from an unknown number. It was him. Hey man, I know you're pissed, but you didn't need to blow up my marriage. That was between me and my wife. You had no right. This is going to destroy my kids. Hope you're happy. Saved that voicemail. Then my phone started going crazy. My ex, her sister, her mom, all messaging me. How could you tell his wife? You just ruined an entire family. This is so vindictive and cruel. Those poor kids. Only responded to my ex. His wife deserved to know who she married. Same way I deserved to know who I was about to marry. Funny how you're worried about his kids but didn't think about them while you were sleeping with their dad. She called immediately, didn't answer. Her sister called, didn't answer. Her mom called, didn't answer. Then got a text from a number I didn't know. This is her father. We need to talk, face to face. Update 2. Met her dad at a coffee shop the next day. He was already there when I got there. Looked exhausted. We sat down and he didn't waste time. I'm not here to defend what she did. I'm trying to figure out what happens now. What happens now as I move on is canceled. I've contacted everyone. Some deposits are refundable, some aren't. I'm losing around $6,000 total. It is what it is. He winced. That's a lot of money. Less than I'd lose being married to someone who lies that easily. He nodded. Can't argue with that. Pause. She hasn't left her sister's couch in days. Complete mess. Not my problem. I know, but her mom thinks he telling that guy's wife was crossing a line. His wife had a right to know. Did she though? Couldn't you have just walked away? Did you have to blow up someone else's marriage too? If your wife was cheating on you, wouldn't you want someone to tell you? He sat quiet for a while. Yeah, I would. Then you get it. My daughter says you only did it for revenge. Your daughter is trying to avoid taking responsibility for her own choices. I told his wife because she deserved to know. The fact that it makes your daughter's life harder is just a side benefit. He almost smiled. Almost. You're pretty calm for someone whose life just imploded. I'm furious, but staying calm is more effective. I can see that. He took a sip of coffee. She wants to know if there's any chance. No. Let me finish. Don't need to. Answer is no. No second chances. No trying again. No staying friends. Nothing. We're done. 4 years and you can just turn it off like that? She turned it off when she decided cheating for 8 months was a good idea. I'm just accepting reality, he sighed. Her mother wants her to keep fighting for you. Tell her mom if your daughter shows up at my place again, I'm getting a restraining order. I'm not interested in drama or reconciliation. I'm interested in moving forward. You really mean that? Every word. He looked at me for a second. You know what's weird? I actually respect you more now than before all this. You've got a backbone. Wish I'd realized that before proposing to your daughter. He actually laughed, short and bitter, but a laugh. Yeah, me too. He stood up. I'll tell her to back off. Can't promise her mom will listen, but I'll try. Appreciate it. He paused at the door. For what it's worth, you deserve better than what she gave you. I know. After he left, I sat there finishing my coffee. My phone buzzed. My ex, Dad said you won't even consider trying. I can't believe you're being this cruel after everything we had. Didn't respond. Another, you told his wife just to hurt me, admit it. Didn't respond. Another, fine, don't answer, but you're going to regret this. You're going to realize you gave up something good over one mistake. Blocked her number, blocked her sister, blocked her mom. Opened the wedding planning folder and started going through vendor contracts, canceling everything one by one. Venue was the biggest loss. $4,000 non-refundable. Caterer refunded half. Photographer kept the deposit. All said I'm out about $8,000. Could be worse. Could be married to a cheater. Texted my best friend. Wedding's officially canceled. Everything's handled. Wanna grab a beer? Hell yes. 20 minutes. We went to this dive bar near my place. Didn't really talk about her much. Mostly just drank and watched whatever game was on. Around the third beer he said, "You're handling this really well." What else am I supposed to do? Fall apart? Most people would. Most people waste energy on stuff they can't change. She cheated. I found out, it's over. Being dramatic doesn't change anything. Still, most guys would be a wreck. I was a wreck for like 6 hours, then I realized it wasn't helping, so I stopped. He shook his head. You're weird, man. Probably. He drove me home after. As I was getting out, he said, "You know you did the right thing telling the wife, right?" "Yeah." "Good, because your ex is gonna try to make you the bad guy. She already is. Don't let her." "I won't." Went inside. Apartment was quiet. All her stuff gone. Empty space in the closet where her clothes used to be. Sat on the couch, turned on the TV, wasn't really watching. Phone rang. Unknown number. Answered it. Stop ignoring my daughter. Her mom. Angry. I blocked her because she won't leave me alone. She loves you. She made one mistake and you're throwing everything away. It wasn't one mistake. It was hundreds of decisions over 8 months to lie to me every day. You're being cruel. I'm being honest. She's heartbroken. Should have thought about that. You men are all the same. Can't forgive anything. Hung up. Blocked that number too. Checked my email. The affair partner's wife messaged me. "Thank you again for telling me. Filed for divorce today. The evidence you gave me is going to help a lot. Sorry we both had to deal with this." Wrote back. "I'm sorry too. Good luck." Went to bed. Laid there thinking about the wedding that wasn't happening, the marriage that wouldn't exist, the future I'd planned that just evaporated, and weirdly I felt relieved, like I dodged something major. Like finding out now instead of after the wedding was the best thing that could have happened. Fell asleep easier than I had in days. Final update. It's been about 6 weeks now. The wedding date came and went. Spent it on my couch eating takeout and watching movies. My best friend offered to come by, but I told him I was good. And I actually was. My ex tried reaching out a bunch using different numbers. Just blocked each one. Her sister tried adding me on social media with, "She just wants closure," as the message. Deleted it. The other guy's wife and I messaged a few more times. She thanked me again for the evidence. Said her lawyer was really happy with how clear everything was. Her divorce is moving fast. Heard through mutual friends that my ex and the affair guy tried to actually date after everything exploded. Lasted maybe 3 weeks before he went crawling back to his wife to save his family. Wife took him back temporarily, then kicked him out again when she found out he was still texting my ex. Guy's living in some extended stay hotel now and sees his kids on weekends. My ex is apparently destroyed by all this. Her mom's been telling people I ruined her daughter's life and that I'm vindictive and cruel. Most people who know what actually happened just ignore her. Someone asked me about the wedding at a work thing last week. How's the wedding planning going? Wedding's off. We broke up. Oh no, what happened? She cheated on me for 8 months. Oh, wow, I'm sorry. Don't be. Dodged a bullet. Conversation moved on pretty quick after that. Been on a few dates. Nothing serious, just getting back out there. It's weird being single after 4 years, but not bad weird. Just different. Keeping the apartment, renewed the lease, repainted the bedroom, got rid of some furniture that reminded me of her. Made the space more mine. The $8,000 in lost deposits hurt, but it's not the end of the world. Adjusted my budget. I'll be fine. Emotionally, I'm doing good. Better than good, actually. I don't miss her. Thought I would, but I don't. What I miss is the idea of what I thought we had. The actual relationship wasn't as great as I remembered it. My friends have been solid. Nobody's tried to get us back together or suggested I forgive her. A couple asked if I was sure, and when I explained the full 8 months, they all agreed I made the right call. Her friends have been less cool. Few of them reached out trying to advocate for her. She's really sorry, and people make mistakes, and she's changed. Told them politely I wasn't interested. Most backed off. One didn't and got blocked. Whole thing taught me something. I'd rather be alone than with someone I can't trust. And I'd rather deal with short-term pain than long-term misery. Found out she's been telling people we broke up because I couldn't forgive one mistake, and I'm holding a grudge. The 8 months has become 1 night in her version, apparently. Don't bother correcting people anymore. Anyone who matters knows the truth. Her dad reached out once more. Asked how I was doing. Told him I was good. He said he was glad and that it was probably for the best we didn't get married. Agreed with him. That was that. Not angry anymore, was for a while. But anger takes too much energy, and I'd rather use it on literally anything else. Someone asked if I'd ever take her back if she proved she changed. No, because the problem isn't that she made a mistake. The problem is she's the type of person who can lie to someone's face every day for 8 months while planning a wedding and sleeping with someone else. That's not something that changes. That's who she is. I deserve better. And honestly, I'm good with where I'm at. Single, slightly less wealthy, wedding-free. Apartment's quiet, life's drama-free. Answer to nobody. Not the life I planned 2 months ago. But it's better than the alternative. The wedding that didn't happen turned out to be the best thing that never happened. And I'm completely fine with that.